There are cities that stand on the ground, and there are those that live on the edge. Sorrento is not just a point on the map. It's a place where the land ends and infinity begins. It has been gazing at the sea for thousands of years. But the real question is, does it ever look back at us? I didn't expect it to look at me the way it did. Sorrento isn't built by the sea. It's built above the sea. Everything here begins with height. Houses cling to the cliffs as if they're afraid to fall, or maybe dreaming of flight. Height here isn't an effect. It's a state of being. People come to see the horizon, but the horizon is an illusion. It's always farther than it seems. Maybe that's why Sorrento doesn't teach you to look outward, but inward. But every city built on heights has its depth. To reach the water, you must descend. The stairways are longer than they seem. Your steps sound different here, slower, softer. The sea is never in a hurry. It waits. From below, Sorrento no longer feels majestic. It feels alive. And on the horizon, there is almost always a silhouette, Mount Vesuvius. They are like neighbors who know everything about each other. Vesuvius, strong and silent. Sorrento, light and luminous. One stands like an older brother, a quiet observer. The other lives gently, fully in the present. Between them, a silence that needs no words. Maybe this is what harmony looks like. Every city has a face. In Sorrento, it smiles. Oranges and lemons glow on the branches like small suns. Boutiques shimmer with movement. Clothing flows in light fabrics and clean lines. Pasta shops display their shapes like culinary geometry. It's easy to linger here, among color, texture, and style. But turn a corner, and the city grows quiet. Walls begin to tell stories that never made it into guidebooks. Narrow streets, old stone, cool shadows, and maybe the real Sorrento lives right there, between closed shutters. That's when I realized Sorrento was nothing like I imagined, but I didn't yet know how deeply it would change the way I felt about myself. Every city has a scent. Sorrento smells like morning coffee, fresh pastry, warm and sweet. By afternoon, basil, oregano, pepper, and always, everywhere, the scent of citrus. Lemons here are more than a symbol. They grow where there is stone and salted wind. There's a saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Turn the sour into something sweet. Turn difficulty into strength. Maybe that's how this city lives. Sorrento is older than our plans, older than our trips, older than our photographs. It has seen ships no one remembers, heard languages that no longer exist. Here, time doesn't pass. It settles, on stones, on walls. I expected Sorrento to be light, beautiful, a little loud, decorative, like a postcard on a shelf. I didn't expect the silence behind the lemons and storefronts, not the silence outside, but the one where you can hear yourself. I didn't expect the city above the sea to be a city of depth. It doesn't try to entertain. It doesn't try to impress. It simply is. And in that simplicity, it becomes impossible to pretend. We come to Sorrento to look at it. But maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it looks at us, asking if we are ready to slow down, ready to hear the quiet, ready to stand at the edge of the earth, where the noise ends and the sea begins. Sorrento doesn't hold you. It lets you go. But a part of you will always remain on that height. And maybe that's what I never expected.